Alright, hey guys, it is Chris here again with another video, and in this video today we're going to be going over two more locations that will be closing on the existing list of Macy's locations that are closing. And unfortunately, none of them are in New Jersey, but two of them are on Long Island, in the Suffolk and I believe the Nassau region of Long Island. They might both be in Suffolk County, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But yes, Macy's will be closing two locations on Long Island. And those two locations are the Macy's store at the Broadway Mall Commons in Hicksville, New York, and the Macy's store in Commack, New York. Now, both of these stores have various reasons for closing, so I'll go over them before the article begins. So, the reason why the Macy's store is closing the Macy's store at Broadway, Hicksville, New York is closing, is because of the proximity to Roosevelt Field, and also the area and stuff, and I don't want to get into it, but that's part of the reason as well. And the other reason why, the other reason for the other Macy's store is they want to build a BJ's wholesale club, where Macy's currently exists in that shopping center. So, without a further ado, I'm going to read the article from the Patch before we get a street view of both Macy's stores. Macy's to close two Long Island locations in 2020, reports. Macy's is closing dozens of stores across America in January and February, according to reports. 2 days after the Pier 1 Imports announcement, which was yesterday, they're closing hundreds of stores, another major retailer has announced that it will close stores across the country, including on Long Island. Macy's has announced that they will close at least 28 stores in the next couple of months, according to local media reports. That includes the one in Hicksville and another in Commack, according to reports. They are Broadway Mall, Broadway Commons, Hicksville, New York, and Two Veterans Memorial Highway in Commack, New York. Patch has reached out to the chain for confirmation and will update when we hear back. Macy's officials will not confirm how many stores are closing or provided a list of locations set to shutter. We regularly continue our store portfolio and update our investor day on February 5th, the company told USA Today in a statement Tuesday. And this goes on about other things about Macy's and stuff. But yeah, but it is confirmed. I actually messaged the mall as well on Facebook, and they said it's 100% confirmed that this Macy's will be closing. So I guess in honor of both of these Macy's stores closing, we are going to have to do a street view. Now, I won't be going to the Commack store so much, but I'm definitely going to try all I can to go to Macy's in Hicksville. This is a very special Macy's because this Macy's store has 1956 armored traction elevators. Now, the reason why it has those armored traction elevators is because this store at the Broadway Commons Mall was not always a Macy's store. That's right. Shocker. So this Macy's store originally opened up as the Gertz flagship store on Long Island, and it was also the corporate headquarters of Gertz. I think Gertz had their corporate offices right in Hicksville. And then it closed in 1982, and it merged with Paramus, New Jersey-based Stearns, and then it became a big Stearns store. And then, as we all know, Stearns went defunct in 2001, and then it was eventually taken over by Federated Department Stores, and it became a Macy's. And now, 19 years later, it will be closing, unfortunately. So this building has quite some history. Not only does this building, by the way, have quite some history, but there's also the history behind the elevators. So the reason why the elevators in this building are so special is because you cannot find these type of armored traction elevators within the state of New Jersey. They are one-of-a-kind elevators, and I will be trying my heart out, guys, to get out to this mall just for that. Otherwise, I would not waste my time with this mall, but I know that that's the last decent set of elevators in the mall, so I will definitely be trying my heart out to go to this store because it is absolutely worth it for me to go here, and I definitely want to get a video of these elevators before they go defunct. Or at least commenced or out of operation, as I say. So we'll begin this video by getting a view of the southwest entrance of the store. So here we go. Before we get a 3D view, obviously. So here we go. This is the big Macy's store, and you can see what I mean. I believe the Gertz sign used to be here, but it is gone now. So in the meantime, we'll give you guys a couple of seconds to just admire this building. Now, yes, I know it was redone, obviously, but it's still a very special store. Because this is also not to mention, before I move on and let you guys get a view of this, this is the tallest suburban department store in the United States of America, which is insane. There's not any other department store like it. That's why this department store is so freaking cool. Like, it's like you could never find the tallest department store in New Jersey. So I think that's what makes this Macy's pretty special, in my opinion at least. Okay, moving on. So this is older. This is older, guys. Sorry. Whoa, how did this happen? No, I don't want that. Okay, all right, I'm gonna move back just a little bit. No, I don't want this. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Sorry if it's a little bit silent. I'm trying to fix this so you guys can get the best shot of the store. Okay, this is probably the best that we're gonna do. So there it is. It's a pretty big. It's like a big like box. It's a huge box. It's a very big Macy's store. So that is the, I would have to say, southeast entrance of the store. So we give you guys a few seconds here to just take in that mammoth building. Definitely, it's certainly a huge building at that. It's pretty insane though that this store is closing at the end of the day. Honestly, it's very sad too. I mean, it didn't have to be this way, but I know that the area is having some problems, and I think they were having some problems with the bathrooms and stuff, and I don't want to get into it, obviously. It's a lot of political stuff, which I don't want to get into, but it's still very sad that this Macy's store is going, and I think that this store, for years after that renovation in the basement, has certainly been neglected by the company. It's a real shame. Like, this is a really awesome store. Like, you guys have no idea. I've personally never been to this store before, but I've heard many good things about it, and I'm going to try my heart out to make a trip out there. I don't know if it's closing in March or May. Like I said, I will give you guys the updated information as it gets closer. But it is still very, very, very sad that this store is closing. This building is most likely going to be knocked down, or they could put a hotel. It's, all they'd have to really do is just renovate the building a little bit. I mean, I don't know what the fate of this location is, but as of right now, this building is closing, unfortunately. So, but yeah, this is the north. I think this is like the east entrance of the store. Yeah, I think this is the east, and the back there was southwest. This might be the northeast entrance of the building, but you guys pretty much get the idea of it. So, so if we go here, so northeast entrance, southeast entrance, southwest entrance of the store, and we'll give you guys a quick 3D view of it as well, so you guys can just take in this huge, and I mean absolutely huge, big Macy's store. Also, I forgot to mention too, this store has Peely escalators, something that's also very rare and makes this store very special at that. Sadly though, this store has unfortunately been downsized in many years, and now it is on the verge of closing, or it is going to close, unfortunately. That's the sad part. But yeah, everybody's like, this is crazy. I still can't believe this Macy's store is closing. It's insane. I mean, I knew it was coming sooner than later. I knew that Macy's wasn't going to keep this building open forever, but I didn't know that the day was going to come, and today was the day that the announcement came on at least the local news media in that area, at least. So this is the southeast entrance of the store. Southwest entrance of the store. Northwest entrance of the exterior of the building, but that entrance is in the mall. And I think there might be another entrance too over here that's in the mall as well, along with the exterior entrance. And finally, over here we have the the northeast entrance of the store. It's still very sad that this Macy's store is closing, and I know I've spent a lot of time on this store, but I wanted you guys to just take in this amazing building that was here, how it went from a Gertz to a Stearns, and then it finally became a Macy's in 2001, and now here we are in 2020. The building is expected to be shutting down once again. But I will definitely try to go to this store. I mean, it's a very special store, in my opinion. They have really nice 1956 Armour elevators, which I will definitely need to check out. So the next Macy's that's closing on Long Island is located in Suffolk County. I believe Hicksville is in Nassau County, but correct me if I'm wrong if it's in Suffolk County, but I believe it is in Nassau County. So this Macy's store is definitely in Suffolk County. So this is located at the Macy's Plaza, which will, ironically, in Commack, New York, which is probably going to be changing its name pretty soon, considering their main anchor store is now going to be going defunct. This is less of a special Macy's store. This one has just a generic elevator, and just really nothing that's out of this world. Although this Macy's used to have a garden center at one point. I think I made a video about this, about Macy's possibly closing, because BJ's Wholesale Club apparently was very interested in the building, and I could see why. I mean, I think what would happen is BJ's would dig up the basement, they would completely close that off, and then expand the store into the former Macy's Garden Center. So I'll give you guys a quick view of this store. I think I did this already a couple months ago, but I'll go through this quickly. So this back here used to be the Macy's Garden Center, and then over here is the only exterior sign of Macy's. You can see it's got the new Macy's logo, unfortunately. But still, I mean, this is still very sad. I mean, I'm gonna try everything I can to get out here, hopefully. But yeah, so this is the only entrance, unfortunately, that I can get a view of, with the best shot, at least, of the entrance. I'd say that this is probably going to be the north entrance of the store. In fact, I believe it is the only entrance that customers can access. So, and I can't do anything about getting a better view of that sign. I think there might be one more entrance around the corner here. I think. Let me just double check. Yep, there's one more entrance with the Macy's sign. So then this would be the east entrance of the building. So, and then the rest of the shopping plaza's over there. But I'm not surprised if this Macy's is closing either. The Hicksville Macy's will definitely be more of a loss than this one. I don't really care about the Commack one. Oh, by the way, that's the loading dock right over there for this Macy's store. So we'll give you guys a 3D view of it. So we have the Macy's sign here, the former Macy's Garden Center. Yeah, you believe Macy's at one time used to sell plants? I still think that's crazy to this day. But I could see BJ's very well redeveloping the building, probably taking over the former Garden Center, and they're probably going to make it part of the building too. Like, they're going to expand the building. I think they're going to knock the whole building down, and I think they're going to dig up the basement completely, and I think they're probably going to expand or build new building where the Garden Center is. You could see that there was plants growing in, and I guess Macy's just saw a great opportunity to just get rid of the property. Since they were beginning to lease it. I don't really consider this one to be much of a loss for Long Island. It's not that this building doesn't have that much history, and personally, I don't really care for it. So that's why I'm not going out of my way to see this Macy's. But more so the Hicksville one at Broadway Mall / Commons. It's going to be a very huge loss. Actually, I don't even know if this Macy's has a loading dock. Oh, you know what? I think this mall has a truck tunnel. Yeah, and I think the loading dock for this Macy's store is in the basement. Yeah, because this mall has a truck tunnel. So I think that's why. So, anyways, guys, so that's about going to do for this video about Macy's closing in Hicksville and Commack. I didn't spend too much time in Commack because it's just, that store is just very generic, and I'm not going out of my way for that store. But I will do anything and everything to go to this Macy's store in Hicksville. You can count on that, guys, definitely. No ifs, ands, or buts. I will try and figure out a way to get there. I'm hopeful that it might be closing in May, so at least I can have a little bit more time to get out here, but I will try my heart to get out to this Macy's store. It's a very special store, and I would certainly love to see it before it closes for the last time. So, anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Please make sure to check the link in the description below for the articles. And yeah, so anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Please make sure to check links in the description below, and that will be it.